Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us ruminating over our plans to train up the perfect German Shepherd.
Oh, the perfect German Shepherd.
So what is the plan for training?
Well, to train is a big one. I feel like to each their own. I know that there are a lot of people who get dogs and there's sort of this mindset of like, when you get a dog, everything in your house is going to get ruined. Ha ha ha. Like, that's just part of owning dogs. I don't think it needs to be. And we would not be getting a dog if I didn't feel like it was possible and necessary to protect some of our belongings. Obviously, you know, when you're training a puppy, like, expect some accidents, expect things to happen. But this idea that like, well, you just leave them out at night and you wake up and sometimes all your furniture is destroyed is just not really not my style. So, I mean, crate training is a non-negotiable for us. So that's a big one. And that is a hotly debated topic on the internet. In the German Shepherd groups that I'm in on Facebook, almost nothing creates division more than like mentioning crate training your dog.
Huh.
It is like a politically divisive. It is almost that bad. Like the amount of people who are like, that's neglectful. You shouldn't even own a dog. It's abusive to leave your dog. And I'm like, I'm not leaving a German Shepherd in a crate for 10 hours a day. I'm letting her sleep in there at night so she doesn't get into things and get hurt or ruin the house. Like, anyway,
sure.
People don't like that. So crate training, that's a thing. And then outside of that, we are looking at Will Atherton's resources. I don't know. I like his style. Seems like a good dude. Also had a German Shepherd puppy at the time of a lot of these training videos. So it's kind of fun to watch those and
sure,
see it happening in real time.
Yeah, I don't know if you sent me a video or I just stumbled upon something, but I started seeing dog training videos on Instagram and it quickly figured out that is what I wanted to see. So I see all kinds of stuff these days.
It's great.
It doesn't quite know that I want German Shepherd specific stuff, but it is usually in the ballpark, whether German Shepherds or Malinois or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Border Collies.
Yeah.
And I do like Border Collies and Australian Shepherds. So it's not like it's wrong to show me those videos, but
certainly not.
They got my number. So
thank you, algorithm.
Yeah. I've been watching all kinds of different people with different ideas on how to do stuff. So it's like, oh, I've seen this same idea from like 3 or 4 different people and they all have their own word for it. I was like, I don't like that word, but I like this. So we haven't actually sat down and figured out all the different commands because we want to like standardize it within our family.
Yeah, except you were like, let's do them all in French. And I was like, I don't really want to teach you guys French.
That was an idea from a long time ago. And I don't necessarily, I still kind of like the idea of it, but it seems like it'd be a little bit too complicated.
And pretentious, you know?
I'm not worried about that. It's
you don't. You're like, I'm fine with being pretentious.
Yeah, if I could be. I just don't. Like, French is so obnoxious to try to pronounce correctly. Like, there's no way. If I had started learning how to say French words like a year ago and could confidently pronounce all these words, sure. But I don't have that baseline, and I don't want to like try to do that because then we're not going to be able to give consistent commands. Right. Your commands are going to be different than mine.
Sure.
So it just...
The dog's going to be like, no, Brent, it's française, not française.
I still like the idea, but just not practical.
Yeah.
But yeah, at some point, so we are recording this before we get the dog, a few days before. By the time you hear this, we'll be 2.5 weeks in. So we'll see how this is going so far. But we do need to sit down at some point and standardize on those commands. But it's like a lot of the earliest training, it's like we don't need that much stuff and we can figure out the other stuff later. So
yeah, it kind of feels a bit like parenting in that. I mean, I was telling Brent today that I'm sort of at a point now where I feel like I've consumed enough content and material about having a puppy and training a dog and all these things that now, like, I just have all this information and I just need to figure it out by doing it, you know, especially when, like you said, like there are multiple trainers who some of them do things the same or differently. And in the same way that every child is different, you just kind of have to like wait until they get there and then to figure it out as you go. I expect a little bit of that and kind of a learning curve, but I don't want to say I feel 100% prepared, but I feel like we have done a fair bit of homework and preparation, more to do this week before she comes home. And that by the time she's here, I think we'll be ready to get it going.
Well, and once she's home and the boys are in on the whole thing, we're going to sit down with the boys and watch the training videos.
Yeah.
So that we're all on the same page on what we're doing.
And discuss ground rules.
Mm-hmm.
Still to come.
No sleeping in the crate for the boys.
Yeah. As tempting as that may be.
Not that they, I don't know. We'll have to think about how
they could probably fit in there.
They could definitely fit in there.
It's the crate is for a full-size German Shepherd, and she's just she's a baby size.
Yeah.
So we got to put a little box in there to kind of block it off. The idea is people say like, oh, you're not supposed to get a huge crate for a little dog because then they'll go to one side to pee and poop in it and they won't wake you up to go potty outside. So we just go and put a box in there instead of ordering different crates. Any other ground rules you can think of that you wish to?
Not necessarily. I was thinking about like what kind of toys we're getting. I don't know if it's a little bit out to the scope of this conversation. But I don't know. There's so much we don't know because we don't have the dog yet. So the episode that will follow this one will be recorded after we have Maple in the house for a couple weeks. So we'll give an update on how things are going up to that point.
Probably sound a little more tired.
Yeah, maybe so. It's going to be an adventure one way or the other.
Yes. Wish us luck. Oh my, that was the most ASMR gurgle I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, right in front of the microphone.
It's incredible. Oh my gosh. Are you recording right now?
Yeah, of course.
Please put this in post. I'm not really into the like ASMR stuff, but that sounded so cool.
All right, as you wish.